Okay, factoring trinomials where our a value isn't 1. Slip, slide, and divide is what I want to call this method. What we're going to do is, and just follow along with me, we're going to take the 3 and we're going to multiply it. We're going to take the c value and multiply it by the a. And watch how we're going to write the new trinomial. I'm dropping the a and I'm putting the ac at the end. And when I drop out the a and put the ac at the end, I've got a nice a equals 1 trinomial to factor. So from here, I know that if I multiply 2 and 3, I'll get 6. And if I add 2 and 3, I'll get my coefficient of 5. So all of our factoring is always multiplying. These need to multiply to the last term, and they need to add to the middle, the coefficient of the middle term. Now, the thing is we got to come back and say, well, wait a minute, we dropped our a out of here. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our a, that sounded funny, and we're going to divide both of these by the a. So I'm going to take my a and I'm coming back here. Now, if the fractions in these terms can be simplified, then we do. 2 divided by 2 is going to leave me with 1 right there. You guys okay with that? So one of my factors is going to be x plus 1. And then this isn't going to turn into x plus 1.5. Watch this. I'm going to take this, because it doesn't divide into a nice integer, it's going to become the coefficient of my x in this factor. We're going to go through it again, but I want to, and I'm going to double check this right now. I'm going to FOIL. First, gives me my 2x squared, outer, 3x, inner, 2x, there's my 5x, and last, 1 times 3. So this checks. Now again, it's going to take you guys a minute, but so slip this over here, slide it to here, and then I threw that divide in because you can't forget to divide by your a when you have your 2 factors. Cool? Ish? All right, so take my 6, slide it over here. My new trinomial is going to be m squared minus 17m plus what? 30. Okay? So here I am. Now, I'm listening. This is going to be a minus minus.
6 to the 5. Why wouldn't we just put the 5 to the 6? I don't understand. I feel like that's backwards.
Well, because we want to, I agree with what you're saying, but don't get caught, don't lose anything, because that 5 comes into play later. So, you know, I kind of really want to focus on that 5 coming around, because later I got to bring that 5 down and divide by it. Does that make sense? It's kind of like helping us to do that division piece. So how about, these both have to be negative. I know that because that last term has to be positive. 15 and 2. Now I'm going to go divide by my a, which was 5. I'm going to simplify down any fractions that I have. And in this case, 15 divided by 5 is going to give me 3. That's going to be m minus 3. And then I'm going to bring my 5 out here, 5m minus 2. So I divide and I slip that 5 right back up into that other term. Now I'm going to FOIL just to make sure I got the right thing. Bless you. 5m squared minus 2m minus 15m. Minus 2 minus 15 gives me my 17. And my last terms, negative 3 times negative 2 gives me my positive 6. Okay, kind of a little trick, but the method gets us so we're factoring, you know, the method gets us so we're factoring an easier trinomial that has a 1 as an a coefficient. Maybe you don't want to watch and just try example 3. Look up as you go. I'm going to write it all out.
What if neither of them divided out to a whole number?
I think we're going to see that here. Then you move both, you move the a in front of both. Good question. Once I'm here, factors of, one's got to be positive, one's got to be negative to get that negative 24. I think I'm going to want a negative 8 and a positive 3 here. I'm going to go grab my a. Now here's one that I want you to pay attention to right here when you get here. I'll wait a second, see if you're here. You want to simplify these fractions. What is 8/6 reduced to?
4/3.
We need to be simplified before we start moving stuff around. How about 3/6? Now this is, I think, where Tommy was. What if they both are like this? Well, then we take them both. We're going to move that 3 up in front of the y. 3y minus that numerator, 2y plus that numerator. And then I'm going to check by, you can use the box method to check them, but I'm just using FOIL to check these right now. 3y and 2y is going to give me my 6y squared. Perfect. Positive 3y minus 8y. Perfect. Negative 4. It works. It's just a matter of remembering it. It works. It's just a matter of remembering it. I'm going to do the last one. I see a lot of you guys already moving ahead to 4. Notice I'm not even messing with the sign. 5 times 12 is going to be 60. So c squared plus 11c minus 60. With a minus here, I'm going to have a plus and a minus. And 15 and 4 are going to be the factors of 60. That gives me a difference of 11. I'm going to want my 15 to be the positive and my 4 to be the negative. Bless you. I'm going to hold up for just a second. I'm going to grab that 12. And again, I'm in a position to reduce. 15/12 goes to what? 5/4? Yep, 5/4. Just reduce. And 1/3 over here. And to finish this then, bring my denominator up. 4c plus 5, 3c minus 1. I'm going to FOIL to make sure I get back to what I started with. 12c squared minus 4c plus 15c, there's my 11, minus 5. It works.